And it seems all his honest hard work has paid off as he continues to charge ahead of the race and claim his place in history as the 2019 Century Tuna Ironman 70.3 Subic Bay presented by Big Boss Cement champion.
Feels great. I mean, I think I won here in 2015, and then it's been hard to get back on that top spot. There's been great guys every year, and this year was just I felt pretty good out there, and I got to say that's as hard as conditions as I've raced. I think I was very hot, but super well organised, great aid stations, and great support out there too. So it's a lot of fun.
But the action is still far from over for the men's pros. Closing in on Tim Van Berkel is Nick Baldwin. But Tim wasn't about to hand the second place spot to Nick. He picks up the pace all the way to the finish line and grabs the second podium spot, with Nick finishing at third. For the 2018 Ironman Philippines champion, simply holding his own against the terrific Tims is enough to satisfy his Ironman 70.3 Subic Bay race.
Well, I was really happy to come back here after winning the full distance Ironman last year, and I wanted to give it my very, very best today. So I wasn't going to let up and try to do it as much as I could. But the guys up front, Tim Reed and Tim Van Berkel, just a bit too fast for me on the day. So I gave it what I could, but came up short in the end. But it was a good day. But credit to those guys up front.
Domination is the name of the game for the women's pros, as Caroline Steffen completely left her fellow contenders behind with a lead of 10 minutes. It didn't take too long for her to reach the finish line and add the same title to her list of historical achievements. Her outstanding performance is fueled by her love for her family, who is waiting for her at the finish line.
You know, I invest so much time in what I'm doing, and bring my family all the way from Australia here, and my son was waiting at the finish line, so that was motivation enough to hurry up and get that win.
Following her monumental victory is Dimitri Lee Duke, who was able to secure the second spot through the support she gets from the community and her family.
Never say die for Dimitri Lee Duke, Australia. The Duke is in the house with right here. Another second place.
I've got a really strong reputation here in the Philippines. You know, I've been racing here a number of years now, and I feel like I'm part of the community, and you know, I've got some really cool local support out there. Like, it's funny but small world. My father was working with a Filipino guy that lives from this area, and he was out there supporting me on the run today, which was really nice.
Stunning the crowd with her performance is Laura Wood, who came from 4th place but managed to pick up the pace in the run course as she grabs the 3rd spot, making it her first podium finish as a professional in the 2019 Century Tuna Ironman 70.3 Subic Bay presented by Big Boss Cement. Not long after the pros' historical finish, the Philippines' very own Asian elites make history once more, as August Benedicto and Alexandra Ganzon both secure the top podium spots in the race. The athletes continue to earn their places in Ironman history as the age groupers start crossing the finish line. Through their hard work and determination, they have accomplished feats they never thought were possible.
I'm very happy and very proud of myself kasi actually hindi ko to inasahan. As I've said, first time ko sa group age na to dahil I finally graduated sa 25 to 29. So I didn't expect na manalo talaga first place sa 30 to 34. Kasi of course, dami talagang veterans dyan sa age group ko.
While some accomplished victories on their own, others were able to conquer the challenge through teamwork. By trusting in each other's strengths, they were able to take on the mighty course together.
It's a great experience actually because initially in the swim, we were 8 out of 12 in our all-female relay, and then we're very lucky to have a strong biker which led us from 12th to 4th place after the bike. And then I was for the run part, and from there I was able to have it close to 2nd place. So we finished at 2nd. It is really an overwhelming feeling considering that it's really hot.
But the story doesn't stop after conquering the race, for they are now part of a community forged through time and inspired by the long history that revolves around the iconic sport in the country. The long history of the Ironman triathlon race in the country came from humble beginnings in the late 80s. And one of the pioneer athletes of the sport still remember how it all started like it only happened not too long ago.
It started in 1983. I was working as a fitness instructor sa LA that time, and I chanced on a magazine showing an Ironman triathlon finished in the front page. And reading it, seeing it, I was intrigued, and I says, why not? Why can't I do this also? When I moved back to the Philippines in 1991, there was a triathlon, local triathlon organized, and I just joined it, participated, and that's how I found what and where triathlon was in the Philippines then.
During that time, triathlon was only known to a brave few warriors, captivated by the idea of challenging 3 different aspects of sports in one event.
There were only 60 plus participants, no more. That was the first championship, but I believe the first triathlon I joined in the Philippines was in Ternate, Cavite. There was only 30 plus of us. It was a little challenging because we didn't know, how to train and how to prep. There was not much technology yet in terms of, gadgets, training methods, and even equipment, especially in the bicycle. I thought it was just training to be a swimmer and training to become a cyclist and training to be a runner. And that to me, it fueled my challenge to be able to do all of it.
And as time marched forward, what was once a humble race now turned into one of the most anticipated sporting events in the country. The demand for the sport led